a question for you, Francis. Considering these humanitarian contexts, what are the financial barriers for implementing and scaling up these kinds of solutions? And if we consider menstrual hygiene and management, do we need any extra efforts on guaranteeing finance? Over to you, Francis.
Hello, everyone. My name is Francis Koroma, and I'm from Sierra Leone, and I represent the Francis Koroma Foundation. So I'm going to dive deeper into some of the financial barriers for mostly water projects and the reality of people walking a few kilometers just to access clean enough water for consumption. And as illustrated, water scarcity affects more than 40% of the world population, an alarming figure which is projected to rise due to the global temperature. And the financial barriers is one of the most significant issues when it comes to financing water projects for youth. And one of the primary financial barriers for youth is limited to access to credit facilities. And mostly financial institutions in Africa risk the advantage of funding youth projects instead of giving these resources to government and stakeholders. When it comes to hygiene, an additional efforts are necessary to guarantee finance. Menstrual is often a taboo subject, and funding for menstrual hygiene management is limited in most African countries. Menstrual hygiene products are not exempted for value-added taxes, making them unaffordable for many girls and women. The lack of access to affordable menstrual products has reached implication in schooling and also risks of productivity. To guarantee finance for menstrual hygiene products, governments and stakeholders must invest in aware-raising campaigns to determine stigmatization, and then also this approach will help to create demand for these solutions. In conclusion, financial barriers are also some significant issues. And then for youth projects in Africa, and also because if I'm talking about Africa, I have to it happens to in the Western world and then also in South America, wherein you will see youth with a lot of brilliant ideas that want to make a change, but how can they get access to this funding? So most of the things I used to tell most of my colleagues, I would say, start with your own resources, because there's a lot of people out there writing projects and putting on PowerPoint presentation just to get funding and to get started. But if you're passionate about making this change and being part of the change, I believe that you can start with whatever little you have and start making those changes and see how best you can do things that are more efficient. And then also, my project, Fantech 3D, our goal is to make sure is to provide access to water for areas where they can get access to it. By doing so, we're using the new modern day technology to build tanks, because for children in Africa, and especially where I'm from, I'm also a victim of where you have to wake up every morning to go fetch water, and then also where can you store this water to get access to it was one of the major issues, because you see children missing schools. They're supposed to be in school, but they're out there 5 to 8 o'clock in the morning just fetching water so they can use it for consumption. So by proposing that, I work on a project which I started from Yale University 2018, which is using this new modern day technology. And we started doing research from some areas in the cities and then also for the province, wherein in the city you can get access to water, but where can you store it so you can use it whatever you want it? So we are providing this challenge. We're providing this solution in a way such a way it's for profit and non for profit, which we're working with organization and partner like the UN Water to see how best we can build tanks in these communities so we can help reduce the storage and the issues for water scarcity in Africa and also across the world. Thank you.